Man, so to keep it real with you, everything that happened that night was just so impromptu. Like I planned none of that, man. I seen the ref wave his arms, and then it just, yeah, it happened. Yeah.
I came in with my ex like Selena, the flex, bumping Justin Bieber, the fever and left, she know what she need, or she blessed, giving my best, yeah, I got my heart on my sleeve with a knife in my back, what's with that,
How's it going? Conflict Radio. It's Sam the Panda, and I am joined today by the members of TNT out of Columbia, South Carolina. We have Hunter, who's making his pro debut, and we have Brandon Holmes, who is the current kickboxing Gamma champ, and he is competing for the 185 amateur MMA title on May 27 in Columbia. And we actually have the coach as well. Tim, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Doing good, man.
Good.
Doing well. Yes, sir.
So I'll ask Tim this, like, team is always very important in this sport, even though it's an individual thing. Like, what is the culture like within your gym? And then what is it like you like to instill in your guys when they get ready for fights in camp?
Yeah, it's very much a team atmosphere. We push each other hard. We have a good environment. Everybody works hard, but we make sure and keep things fun. Good energy. Everybody's having a good time, but we work hard here. Tonight, every night we get in here, we get in together. It's a hard push. We push hard, but make sure everybody trains safely, trains smartly. But we put a lot of hard work in.
Okay. And then for Hunter and Brandon, I mean, you can go in whatever order, but this question is like, what has the culture been like for you from when you started and then up until now, when joining TNT, as in like, how it was when you first started, or like when you're getting into the sport, or if you moved and went from another gym and came there, and up until now, like, of tonight, I'm saying, like, how has the experience been and how has the culture been and it affected you, as a fighter or a person?
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and take that one. So I mean, I've been part of TNT since the gym actually opened. So I mean, Tim, like what, 7 years now, something like that.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years. So I mean, I've seen the culture grow just from the beginning, and I'm super proud of like what the gym has become and what the fight team has become. And going from having maybe like one or two people to train with coming up for fights, and now I have a whole like roster of people who are fighting regularly. I got guys like Brandon who are pushing me, keeping me honest. We have a bunch of other guys who are getting ready for fights all the time, and ready for jiu-jitsu tournaments, and staying active. So yeah, man, the culture. I mean, is just people pushing hard. Like Tim said, we're having fun too, but we're working hard. We're keeping each other honest, and we're just getting each other better and grinding.
How about for you, Brandon?
Man, I say overall, one, it's a very welcoming environment. When I came in probably about 3 years ago, came in, had questions, and whenever I have them, man, they don't hesitate to answer them. They really want to help me grow as much as I'm willing to do so. And then with that, it's also reciprocated because the more I learn, now I kind of want to help those who come through the door. With it being so welcoming, it's also very competitive because, like you said, you have dudes preparing for jiu-jitsu tournaments, other dudes preparing for kickboxing or more Thai fights, whatever it is. So we're constantly seeking to push each other, like Tim said, in the right way, in a smart way, but also getting our hard work in.
Okay, sweet. So for Hunter, so like, what has the major difference, or even if it's a little difference, you never know, that it doesn't really change for training for an amateur bout to training for a pro bout, other than like, kneeing to the face and then elbows, how's it for you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's the rule set difference. Knees, elbows, leg locks, all that kind of stuff. Probably the biggest thing that I've personally been focusing on is having the longer rounds. Going from 3 minutes to 5 minute rounds, that's almost double the amount of time in that round. So
Yeah.
your cardio's got to be a couple steps above what you're doing in the amateurs. So I know that's been like a big focus for me. is just making sure, conditioning wise, I'm where I'm supposed to be. And then, I mean, I've been I've been training and I've been competing enough to have faith in my skill set. Obviously, I'm still adding stuff. We're working on stuff specifically for this fight, but a
Yeah.
big thing is having that gas tank and being able to push myself for that little bit of extra time and being able to use all the skills that I'm working on.
Oh, sweet. Okay. And Brandon, like you are obviously like staying active and competing in like kickboxing and MMA too. Like, where is that drive coming from to where like are you just trying to be the best at everything, or you just like just love competing? Like, where's that? Uh-oh, lost you. No audio. Nope, nothing. Uh-oh. But you can hear us. Uh-oh. You might have to like you might have to like come back out, come back in real quick. Yeah. And we said, well, okay. So Tim, so like how does that work for you too as like the coach? And like, it's not only that you have to teach like the fundamental classes and make sure those things are in order, the kids classes, everyone that has a gym knows how crazy that stuff can be. And then getting the guys ready for competition and like, being ready in camp. What is that like for a coach to balance and schedule all those things? Because everyone has their own individual needs for each fight, right? So,
Yeah. One thing with us is we have a really strong team here. I've got lots of great instructors, awesome kids instructors that handle things there. I've got instructors working with like our beginners as far as kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, and then that kind of frees me up to focus more so with like our more advanced people, our fighters, our competitors. And just having lots of people to kind of lean on in different aspects, so it's not everything falling completely on my shoulders. And then even on the business side, I've got an awesome full-time manager. My wife is heavily involved in the gym as well too. So we have a lot of things that are able to be spread out amongst a lot of people. That way, it's not too bad. That way, I get to kind of focus on kind of the primary stuff where I need to kind of fix my attention to. So.
Okay, sweet. All right. So Brandon, like again, like what is the drive, or what is the thing? Because you're competing in like kickboxing and MMA, and you're winning titles in kickboxing and you're undefeated in MMA. Where's that drive to be the best in both, or are you just trying to just love competing?
Yeah, mainly the competition and the challenge aspect. Continuing to push myself and just becoming the better me, becoming the better athlete as far as physically and mentally.
Okay. Are after this too, are we gonna see like moves and stuff?
Man, so keep it real with you. Everything that happened that night was just so impromptu. Like I planned none of that, man. I seen the ref wave his arms, and then it just
it just happened. Yeah, that was interesting. When I was filming, I was like, "Oh, keep filming." And it just got better and better as we kept filming. I was like, "This is great." So.
Let me chime in here, Sam, for a second. Yeah. So I just want to let you know this is what you should expect. Saturday, May 27th, me and Brandon are going to have a full dance routine ready. Me, Brandon, and Tim. Yeah. Full dance routine.
Yeah.
We're going to have backup dancers, everything.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Tim's going to do the worm.
Oh, no.
You heard it here first.
So how is like the gym, like I'm assuming you guys are training together or see each other a lot, and then it becomes that kind of environment or any kind of team environment or sport, like you become a family. You know what I mean? From like a family away from family. Like how has that been? Are you just like brothers? You know what I mean? Or it's like a bunch of uncles hanging out, or like what does that mean for y'all guys? Or has it meant for you guys? Whoever wants to go.
It's been a lot in the aspect of like, TNT is more than just a gym. It's a community. You know what I'm saying? I've come to see it being people that I can rely on, people who know that they can hit me up, that they can rely on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not just, hey, you want to drill, you want to train, but it's like, hey, bro, I'm about to move. Can you help me? Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's no problem. So that's really what it is. It's bigger than a gym atmosphere. It's a true community. So.
Yeah. How about you, Hunter? How has the family impacted you?
Yeah, I mean, like this is that I've kind of always said, because like through my life, like I've always been doing some kind of like boxing, wrestling, something like
Yeah.
that. So like I've always said that me and you aren't really friends until we punch each other in the face before.
Mhm.
So man, that's just kind of par for course. Shit, me and Brandon joke around all the time that we probably think about each other more than our wives do. Wives or
Oh, yeah.
girlfriends.
Fact. Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, you have somebody beat you up for an hour, like,
Yeah.
shit, you're gonna be thinking about that for a little bit. So
I've always noticed, like, for like, you know, your girlfriends or the spouses, they always think that the relationship that's are involved in the gym are a little weird. You know what I mean? They're like, it's a little weird for them. They don't understand it, you know. So, but guys, I do appreciate y'all taking that time out, especially after training, to talk with me. Are there any people you like to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah, first off, shouts out TNT, baby. I mean, it's the family, it's the team. So shouts out them. I do want to say thank you to Jared and Conflict for just making this happen and coming back to the capital city. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. People at work, when you fighting at Jamil, it's like, bro, I don't know. Now I can say May 27th is going down, baby. So.
How about you, Hunter? You got any people to shoot out to?
yeah. I mean, obviously, like, you know, shout out to TNT, shout out to all my friends and training partners here. Shout out to all my friends and my family, all the people that have been supportive of me throughout my whole career, throughout this whole fighting journey I've been on. So, yeah, just shout out to all the people who support me. Shout out to all the people who come see me fight.
Yeah, shoot. How about you, Tim, man?
Yeah. I just want to, thank these guys, Punter, Brandon, of course, everybody else we got in the gym that's training hard. These guys keep me motivated, keep me pushing, wanting to better myself as a coach. I still compete here and there in jiu-jitsu, and I use that as a way to kind of still keep that competitive outlet. But these guys, I see the work that they put in, and that motivates me to continue to put the work in. And I always want to be in there alongside them, pushing, doing the workouts, training as much as I can as well, too. And just seeing the work they put in, it motivates me to keep myself at a good level. That way I can, try to somewhat keep up. But, these guys, watching them, the work they put in is awesome, and that's motivating to me. And then outside of that, just big thanks to my family, my wife. She keeps me in line. She does helps me out with everything. Does a lot for the business, for the family. Definitely got to thank her, and of course the whole staff at TNT. We got our instructors handle a lot of stuff, make my job a lot easier. They handle stuff with the kids' classes. A lot of our new people coming in. We have an awesome staff as far as our front desk is concerned. Our management, everything here is awesome. So just a great team all around, and looking to get some success next weekend, and then just keep on building on that going forward. So
sweet. So if you want to see Brandon or Hunter compete, you can hit them up for tickets. If you go to the gym, please go to them directly and buy tickets. But if not, you can go to conflictmma.com and purchase tickets. But if you go to a favorite fighter and put in either Brandon's name or Hunter's name in, and they will get credit for the ticket sale, so you can do that. But if you can't get away, or you're out of town for some reason, you can't make it to Jamil Temple, you can go to combatcast.tv/conflict and buy their pay-per-view. You can watch it on your phone, you can watch it on your tablet, on TV, whatever, your smart TV, and you can purchase the pay-per-view, and it's $20. So you can do that there. And guys, again, I appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time, and y'all have a nice evening. And I'll see y'all next week at the weigh-ins. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
See you there.
All right.